Hey VC, this is Glenn, your low-end music freak. This is a contest entry for Alex Spins Vinyl. Alex's contest is an attempt to get up to 300 subscribers. He's around 280 right now. I'm sure he's going to reach that plateau very shortly. Thanks for putting on the contest, Alex. I've had a chance to watch a couple of your videos. I was just turned on to your channel by Rachel the Music Mam's entry into your contest, so I watched a couple of videos. One in particular where you picked 10 albums to start a collection with. You chose American Beauty and Surrealistic Pillow, two of my favorite albums of all time, so right away you endeared yourself to me. I'll definitely look forward to watching more of your stuff. I'm sure you'll be at 300 in no time, and thanks for the contest. So Alex had 5 parts to it, plus a bonus question. First part, most underrated debut album. This was a hard one. I went through my whole collection trying to find one, and I settled on this, the first Bob Dylan album. When it was recorded in 1962, it sold very little, I guess because he was still an unknown quantity, but I think in the Bob Dylan catalog, it doesn't get a lot of love. I think from Freewheelin', which was his second album, on gets a lot more attention than this album does. It does have some great songs on it. His version of House of the Rising Sun, his great Song for Woody is on here. It's a really good album, just guitar, harmonica, and Bob. But this is what I'm picking for underrated, relatively compared to the rest of Bob's catalog. So that's number 1. Number 2, show an album from a new band and recommend. This is a CD. I'm from Canada. This is a woman by the name of Skye Wallace. Skye put this album out last year. It's her first album. Great rockin' album. Lots of guitar, great lyrics, great songs, really catchy album. Wherever you are in the world, look this up on Amazon and order it. You won't regret it. I would say it's a bit, if I had to pick somebody it's similar to, I would say Pretenders. Maybe a bit heavier than the Pretenders. But great debut album from the amazing Skye Wallace. Okay. Number 3, which album do you have the most copies of? I think it's this one, Abbey Road. I have the most recent pressing from Giles Martin, 2019, I guess. I have the Beatles stereo box, so which was what, 2014 or 2012 when that came out. That is another one. I have a pressing, a Canadian pressing from the 70s on the Orange Capital label. I have the 50th anniversary CD set. And I have another one too. So I guess I have about 5. Oh, plus the stereo CD box set. So I probably have 6 copies of Abbey Road. So that's that. Number 4, show an album from the band who was your favorite concert. That's easy. The Rolling Stones, Exile on Main Street. The reason I picked Exile on Main Street, because that was the tour I first saw the Stones on, and my favorite concert of all time. 1972, Maple Leaf Gardens. It was a very hot night, I remember. It was like, the weather right now is like 40 degrees. It feels like that. It was just stifling hot in there. The show was absolutely electric. Stevie Wonder was the opening act. I mean, Stevie Wonder, you'd pay money just to see him by himself. Imagine Stevie Wonder opening for someone. Stevie Wonder and the Rolling Stones, what a show. The one vivid memory I have, not of the concert, but just lining up for tickets. We had to line up from the night before. They went on sale at Maple Leaf Gardens. You had to line up for tickets. There was no Ticket Masters or Live Nations shows or whatever they call them now that you buy tickets through. So we had to line up. We started lining up the day before at about 4 in the afternoon. They went on sale at 10 the next morning. We camped out all night. There was hundreds of people camped out. It turned into a big party. It was one of the most fun nights I've ever had. Then after staying up all night, lining up and getting tickets, and just amazing show. Love the Stones. That was the first time I'd seen them. Great tour, great show. Okay. Show an album from, okay, I did that. That's Exile. Number 5, least fave record in your collection. I don't know if people are going to shoot me for this or not, but I don't like this album. Genesis, The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. You have no idea how many times I've listened to this and tried to get into it thinking there's got to be something to it, but I just don't get it. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I'm a big Peter Gabriel fan, and I like other Genesis albums. I just, for some reason, can't take to this album. I don't understand it. I don't get it at all. It's definitely the least favorite album in my collection. Genesis, The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. Now, finally, there's a bonus question. For an extra entry, you got to guess Alex's favorite album of all time. How am I going to guess this? So, here's my powers of deduction. I watched your contest video, and you had a picture of the Beatles on the wall behind your couch. So I'm going with a Beatles album. So that takes me down to a few albums. And then, because you showed psych albums in your top 10 albums that you recommend people own, I'm limiting down to Revolver, Sgt. Pepper, and Magical Mystery Tour. So I'm gonna take the one in the middle, which is also my favorite album of all time, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. So hopefully I got that right. I guess I'll get an extra entry if I do. Alex, thanks so much for putting on the contest. You seem like an amazing guy. Best of luck to you. You will be rocking 300 subscribers in no time. Thank you.